Hey, what's up everyone? It's Jason Donnelly, aka DJ Puzzle, reporting from my website iPadLoops.com. And today is a very special day. I have a couple things I want to talk with you about. But first things first, you. Let's talk about you. Thank you. We breached 2,000 subscribers on my channel just recently, and the channel is booming. And I want to thank everyone for the support over the years. Thank you. Let's reach 3,000. Now, that would be awesome. So 2,000 subscribers, not bad. I've had this channel for quite a while, but because I've had this channel since 2010, but because I've been producing a lot of content here and there for certain companies and getting contracts and whatnot, I haven't been able to put as much time into the channel as some of the other guys that, the other vloggers that are really awesome out there, like Jakob Hack and Doug Woods and, Tim from Discord. So those guys kicking ass for the community. Thanks to those guys. I wanted to do something similar many years ago. I'm not afraid to admit that. I just got so busy with music and producing music that I had to kind of put the vlogging on the back burner. It was a goal of mine when I first started. Like I said, I got busy with production stuff. But now, recently, I've had a lot of free time. So as you can see, there are lots more videos on my channel. I'm really trying to push the channel and help you guys. And I want to be more involved in the community. So I appreciate you and thank you, because without you, I wouldn't have this channel. And I want to help you guys. So if there's anything you want from me to keep the channel going and for you to stay happy, anything I can do to inspire, you want some free loot packs or more tutorials, specific tutorials, reviews, whatever, please leave a comment down below in the comment section. Okay, so moving along. Second thing that I wanted to talk about, I just finished, I finished a pack for Retronyms. It was just released this weekend. It's called Low Key Blazers. And the reason why I'm so stoked about this one particular pack is because this is an iMPC Pro 2 expansion kit. And it's the first one I've ever produced. Also, it's the first iMPC Pro 2 kit to go out under the Retronyms label. All the other kits that they have on the audio copy content store, those are all official Akai packs. So I'm the first to help launch the new Retronyms expansion kits for iMPC Pro 2. And that's an app for iOS. But those kits, and I've tested them, you can import those kits into the MPC hardware, which is really cool. If you have the MPC hardware, you can buy these kits and use your app alongside and export the projects, and they kind of go back and forth. They go hand in hand. So that's another really cool thing. So with that said, I wanted to tell you guys that, I've been producing loops for a long time. Since the early 2000s, I've produced loop content for some of the biggest names in the industry. And I produced thousands of loop packs. Right now, my company, Soundtrack Loops, I'm a 50-50 business partner on that. My other partner in crime is Matthew Yost, DJ Mantra. It's my boy. SoundtrackLoops.com, great site. We have tons of content up there. So Soundtrack Loops is my latest loop label. I started Peace Love Productions a long time ago. Sold it, and while I was running PLP, I was producing loops for Sony's Acid Pro. So that brings me to the third thing. I just, not too long ago, finished up a pack for Magix now. Magix owns Acid Pro. And that pack is called Urban Vibes. I originally wanted to call that pack Low Key Blazers, which is the name of the Retronyms pack that I'm talking about today. Low Key Blazers. I wanted to call the Magix pack Low Key Blazers, but they decided to go with Urban Vibes instead, which is fine. I kept Low Key Blazers to myself then, okay? So Low Key Blazers is the new Retronyms pack, and Urban Vibes, you can also get that through, and I'll put a link in the description below for all these packs if you're interested. And so anyway, now that I talked your ear off, I want to show you some video, quick kind of overview of how I start producing these sample packs from scratch using all this hardware you see in the back here behind me. And I've got some more hardware in the studio to my left and right. And so I want to let you guys know how I go about doing that and kind of show you the steps and talk about what it takes to make a sample pack like that, because obviously you can't use other people's samples for your own sample packs. So that's why I'm a hardware guy. I've been a hardware guy since the 80s. So yeah, I'm old. And so I've been using hardware since the 80s, and that's why I decided loops were my thing, because that's all hardware. It's all sound design, and that's where you want to go with this stuff. You can use some virtual stuff in the box too. You want to make sure those aren't samples. You want to use your virtual synths and whatnot, create things from scratch. So I'm going to show you how I kind of did that for one of the kits, and then I'm going to give you some demos of the kits. And I also want to give you a nice little free sample pack just as a thank you for subscribing. In my video description, I'll put a little pack up for you guys too. Don't forget, I have a bunch of free loops on my channel and samples. So one last thing, wanted to give a big shout out to the 7 patrons on my Patreon. I just started a Patreon account, and I've got 7 patrons on there, and it really touches my heart for you guys to have you guys on board. Thank you for that support. And so if you are interested, if anybody wants to help, from October 1st and on, we will no longer get, us vloggers, we're not going to get any royalties from Apple anymore for slinging links to apps and reviewing apps. So it's all YouTube revenue, and it's all up to you guys if you want to donate through PayPal or Patreon or whatever. So I've got links to that stuff if you want to support. Another way to support, play my tunes on Spotify, or go to my Bandcamp, or you can just simply share links to my videos. Watch the videos all the way through. Even if you don't want to watch them, you're bored or you got other things to do, let them play all the way through, and I'll still get paid for that. So anyway, with that said, let's move on. I want to show you some things. Let's have a look at iMPC Pro 2 and how I make a pack. Okay, so it all starts here in my DAW. In this case, I'm using Cubase. And basically what I do is I write a short looping mini song idea, and I bounce all the tracks down, and I take those stems and I edit them out into one shots and loops. So you've got all your different sounds, right? Bass, synths, drums, and then I copy those files and I place them in the iTunes file sharing folder, the audio copy iTunes file sharing folder. And then on my iPad in the Akai iMPC Pro app, I import the files and map out the samples. And now that the samples are mapped out, I can program the pattern that I had already created in my DAW along with additional patterns. So now you hear a song starting to take form. Now we can see our MIDI events and some loops on tracks. And now I have an intro, a verse, a chorus. I've got a bridge, a breakdown. So now I've got all these different parts for the first bit of the song that I started. And the idea is to take that original idea and try to expand on it using the samples within the app so that I can get more of an organic, natural, compositional feel for the demo song. So I could say this demo song was arranged in the app itself. So what you hear is what you get. And so what you get total is you get 7 banks of sounds, 16 sounds in each bank, 112 samples. There's 4 song kits, each with 1 unique bank. So there's a bank A, a unique bank A in each of those 4 kits. Then you got 3 additional banks on top of that. So 7 banks, A, B, C, and D, 4 different versions of bank A. So that's 112 unique samples. So I hope you guys can swing on by the Audio Copy content store today and scoop your copy of my kit, Low Key Blazers, for just $4.99 USD.